Welcome back to my garden. My name is Carine. I garden in Brooklyn, New York, zone 7B. It is June 23rd and summer is here. There have been quite a bit of edits and updates in the garden. Even though I don't get a chance to come out and film regularly, I am in my garden every day and doing weeding, moving plants around, picking up new plants. So so the garden is looking beautiful and I am so excited to show you what's new. One of my most exciting updates is on my Olivia Rose, Austin Rose, that I planted from bare root back in late May and fully bloomed. Oh my God, it was the first bloom, which is like so glorious, and it has really performed for its first season in the garden. So this is its first flush. Very shortly I'm going to go ahead and clean it up so that it can give a second flush. It's a reblooming rose. Isn't this adorable? Oh my God, that is so adorable. And the smell is so beautiful. It's not like one of those smells that when you pass by it, like it wafts, and hits you, but it's one of those that you have to get up close and personal, and it is such a delight. So I've added a few more, well, not a few, but yeah, actually I've added a few more containers and this cute little lantern. I felt like in this space there was something that was still missing, so I'm gonna be either putting some more pots in this area or some figurines or garden ornaments. I love garden ornaments. I think they're so adorable and so charming and adds a lot of character to the garden. Over here, so this is a new container. Have Angelonia Calibacoa, which I took from one of the other pots in the lower part of the garden, and I'll show you where I took that from, and some alyssum. So now we have 5 on each side, plus our beauty here. Heading down to the lower level. Our quick fire hydrangeas are loaded and look, budded up and ready for the summer. This is a new container. I landed this container from Facebook Marketplace. It is a terracotta pot. Y'all, if you do not know about Facebook Marketplace, you have to get on board. There are some real gems and real, just gold mines in Facebook Marketplace. This pot retail could have been easy like in the hundreds, and I got it for less than 100. It is so cute. I filled it with some Angelonia. These are some small petunias. Purple alyssum. This is vinca vine, some alyssum here, and another petunia. I can't wait for it to cascade down this urn. Oh, so adorable. A perennial border here. One of the things that I enjoy about this border is the different flushes that it has. Look at our dahlia. Ooh, I am so happy that I moved her out here, guys. She was just dying in the pot, and now she is just all flourishing. Catmint is reloading for its second flush. Invincible Mini Mauvette. I cut down the agastache. It was looking a little leggy. I left like just a little hint of the yellow color there. This is so far the only bud that I see from the Invincible, but I am anticipating that the other two will be joining soon. Look, y'all, our first cone flower. Limetta in the back with the Gara. Roseanne geraniums. I live in Brooklyn, y'all. Every now and then you hear the Brooklyn background noises. Pink fox. So in this area, I had a red and yellow dahlia that was just clashing too much. I thought that it would complement like this red rose quite a bit, and this penstemon, when it blooms, it's like a rosy jewel tone color. But every time that I turned in this area, I really wasn't enjoying it. So I switched it out for this phlox, and since then I've been enjoying it so much more. This is a Gara that I just planted this season. That is last year's Gara. So this one is much more ahead, of course, because it was in the nursery, and this one is, I think, a better representation of what it looks like now. So it's loading up, and the garden is full of life. Little bees loving the salvia. You know, one of the things is when you have a garden, it is not your own. You are sharing it with garden life. You are sharing it with the little critters, and that is just a-okay. Oh, it's coming along. Coming along. Okay. My neighbor cut down their plants, and so up here is much cleaner, and it has actually given the perennial bed much more sun. So yay. These are Monterey cypress, aka my little soldiers. Over here, less color but more interesting foliage, and actually that is exactly what I wanted. You know, I've talked about before in my previous videos that this is all about the foliage and this is all about the color. So over here we have dark horse white Sheila. I love this plant. I love this plant. It has beautiful pink flush in the springtime, and the rest of the season it gives us this beautiful leaves. Blue star juniper. You know, doing these videos actually helped me remember all of these plants' names. Mugo pine. This is viburnum, opening day. This is snowball viburnum. Look, guys, so I just said this year, this geranium, I just want her to stay alive. That is the mission, that is the goal, for just stay alive. Not geranium, what is it again? Oh, guys, help me out, help me out, help me out, help me out. It's beautiful scent. I'll come back to it. And yeah, so much. I am so happy that I was able to get this hydrangea here, and even though it said that it could take a little bit more sun, I was not, you know, taking any chances. This area over here is much more shadier, and this oak leaf hydrangea from Proven Winners, I think it's Gatsby Moon, so far is loving its life, has all these new leaves, and I think I might even get some blooms. When I purchased it, it actually had some blooms on it, but I sacrificed the blooms because I really wanted it to root in and just focus on settling in for the season. But hey, looking forward to that. My Japanese maple. This is Bloodgood. Ooh, I remember. This is Steady As She Goes, Gardenia. How could I forget? Gardenias are one of my favorite plants, and I'm so excited because this is a variety from Proven Winners, Steady As She Goes, and it is hardy in my zone 7B. All right, back there is Baby Spice Viburnum with a white clethra. Let's go on the other side. So this is another set of pots with Alyssum. So I took out some of the Calibrachoa and Alyssum from each. There's 2 of them flanking this stairway. And I placed this petunia. This is a grandiflora petunia, so it's more mounting as opposed to cascading. And what I want is for this to have like this big, mounting effect here. The smaller Calibrachoas will be cascading down. We have the Bacopa here. Ooh, and it's actually doing exactly what I want. I wanted to get that same effect with the Calibrachoas on top, but the Calibrachoas are more trailing as opposed to the mounting. And yeah, so I was like, okay, we can get the same effect that I wanted. But then I just got the larger Petunia variety here, and I am loving that decision. Don't be afraid to make some edits. Don't be afraid to make some edits. I think that's one of the beautiful things about gardening is, you can move things around, add things, it's beautiful. So this is my little woodland area. I'm going to be adding to this area throughout the season. And I know that the warmer weather is here. This being the woodland area, it's more shady, cooler. I do know that I would still have to stay on top of watering, but there's a few things that as the season comes, I know will be available in the nursery, and I can't wait to add them. Hostas are in bloom. I love the flower color. It's in tone with my color theme here, so I'll leave them up. Look, y'all, we had so much rain last week. I've had to take the hose out a few times, but for the most part, we've had so much rain. I got a little colony of mushrooms over here at the base of this clethra. I'll leave them be. Leave them be. Okay. So I love this view. I love walking through it. It's a small garden, but because of the different variety of plants and colors and blooms, yeah, I get lost back here. I get lost back here. And that was the mission. That was the mission. Love the different views, different viewpoints. That was the mission. Oh, I love my neighbor's fig tree. Isn't it glorious? As the season progresses, it will continue to cascade over. I love, enjoying some coffee, well, iced coffee back here, and just relaxing. Me and my son during the evening when the sun has gone down a little bit, come back here, sit down and enjoy, some time out here. I love it. These stepping stones, I also purchased from Facebook Marketplace. All the stones that you see here were all finds off of Facebook Marketplace. So don't sleep on Facebook Marketplace. I'm always there, just kind of looking to see if there's anything that's new that I can add to the garden. And this pot was such a find. Such a find. So that concludes my garden updates. I hope you enjoyed the walk in my garden as much as I enjoyed showing it. I love, just sitting out here and enjoying nature and the flowers. It's very peaceful back here, and that was the mission, to have a peaceful place in the concrete jungle that is, New York, and where I can go, in the morning, on the weekends, or after a long day of work, and just sit and enjoy back here. And that was definitely so. Thank you for joining me on Garden Walk and / update. Hope to see you again. If you stayed, this far, please consider subscribing so that it can build up my channel and give a thumbs up. Hope to see you again, and thank you again for joining me in my garden.